And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Mobile Monday live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans and help you find the best deal imaginable. Before we dive into it today, we have to welcome all of the amazing friendly faces in the chat today. We've got a lot of wonderful people here. Michael's here. Welcome. Great to see you. FGVIAA. Great to see you here. Jeremy is here. Jeremy, great to have you here on the live stream. Scott is here. Scott, great to see you. Wait River, great to have you here. Big Tank is here. Great to see you. Max is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. Do you think they will make a cellular MacBook? I think the answer is yes. I think we are waiting on Apple's C1 series, Apple's own modems. Like once Apple's modems get good enough and they're able to make enough of them, I think we will see them in laptops, and I'd be very excited for that. That said, using the hotspot feature isn't too bad. Really, it's just an inconvenience because we all know cell phone plans usually come with some limit to hotspot data, whether that's hotspot speeds or a certain amount of high-speed usable hotspot data or things like that. Nick, great to see you here. Hello, hello. Hope everyone is safe and staying warm. Yeah. Great call, Nick. Hopefully everyone who was impacted by the recent storm this weekend is doing all right. Power didn't go out. You're staying warm and safe, and everyone is doing okay. I think my parents in Massachusetts, they got like 18 inches or something insane like that. Here in Colorado, we didn't really get anything. We got a light dusting just the other night, but it's, yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well. Jordan is here. Howdy. Howdy, Jordan. Great to see you. Scott already saying hit that like button. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I don't think we'll be getting OLED Macs for a while. I think we might get them sooner than you might expect. I believe I was seeing rumors we might get them this year in 2026. I think there is a refresh for the MacBook Pro that is potentially coming soon. So I'd be very stoked to see that. Bill Castle, Stetson with or without headphones? Bill, that is a great question. There was someone who commented on one of my other streams and they were like, Stetson, you look better without headphones. So I dropped the headphones. I mean, I don't really need them. It's just me listening to me talk. So yeah, but there you go. Kyle's here. Kyle, great to see you. Alex is here. Great to see you, Alex. Max, hello, hello. AT Shields, Tommy, yes, thank you so much for sending that clip over. I've had a full schedule, so unfortunately haven't done anything with it, but I really appreciate it, and I will get that uploaded very soon here. Max, yeah, another Monday. It is another Monday. Wow, Kyle Crow, a foot of snow here in central Indiana. No problems otherwise. That's nice. I mean, I feel like a foot of snow, a foot of powder, doesn't cause any problems. It's nice, it's fluffy, everything looks pretty. I love that. Monday Dog Day. You got it. You got it. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. Wow, Kevin, you probably got zero snow. In fact, I think my uncle is in Florida and he was saying it's like 80 degrees and sunny there. Insane. Hello, hello, hello. Drag race reference. Hello, welcome. Have no idea what the reference is, but great to have you in the chat. We've got Savior of Helion here saying onions. I respect it. Tyler, I wanted to let you know that we got 13 to 14 inches in Ohio, and my Verizon line and US Mobile Darkstar line performed amazing. That is great to hear, Tyler. Always nice when your phones are charged up, ready to go, and they keep working even during a power outage. I actually think it's a requirement for cell towers to have backup generators. So often, even if you might experience a local power outage, the cell towers are typically still up, so you can still use your phone to make and receive calls, of course, use data, and things like that. Now, that said, if everyone's power goes out, what happens? Everyone is on their phones, and congestion is through the roof. So sometimes you can literally only make a call or send a text, and trying to stream YouTube videos, for example, wouldn't always work. We have Savior of the Lion. I definitely said that wrong before. Savior of the Lion, opinions on Mint Mobile from New York City. Mint is fantastic. If you're looking for one of the best value plans on the T-Mobile network, you're going to want to check out Mint Mobile. They're still running their promotion, I believe. Let me see if I can pull that up. mintmobile.com, bam, and add that to the stream. They're actually doing a better job of even outlining the promotion terms, which is pretty cool. So we'll share this. We will get rid of that and pop that here. Bam. So they're doing all unlimited plans, 50% off, and they're highlighting 2 of them. The 2 ones are the 3-month plan. Personally, I don't really recommend that one because after your 3 months, you're not going to be eligible for the 12-month option, and the 12-month option is where the real savings are. So you can see with the 3-month plan, you would save $45 because normally this is $90. And it's discounted 50% off to just $45. With the 12-month plan, this is discounted to $15 a month, and you would actually save $180, which is, I think, a better value and an awesome plan. So definitely recommend that. We do have a super chat coming in. I Mad on Social. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. Slowly mapping out Brussels, Belgium, all by myself on Coverage Map on both Digi and Proximus. Accidentally ran out of my 300 gigabyte plan limit. Oops. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. We have to check it out, you guys. So let's go to, I guess it's Brussels. So we're going to Belgium. Boom. And Brussels. Bam. Here we go. Let's add this to the stream. Here we are. We're zooming in. Oh my gosh. Look at that, you guys. Brussels is getting mapped out. So what are we looking at here? Speed-wise, we're looking at between, here's 424 megabits per second, 561 megabits per second, 692, 856, 788, 739, wow, 822. I think the 856 is the highest I'm seeing. We, of course, have the 3D view, which I forget about sometimes. Interesting. Let's go back to 2D. I think the real question, what are the carriers here? Let's just click on one of these. So 856, Base, Digi, Orange, and Proximus. It looks like Proximus might be the best network. It's definitely getting the fastest speeds. We're, of course, looking at best download. Let's just do carrier, and let's just quickly cycle through these. So let's try Base. What do we got for Base? Not a whole lot of data. Some reasonably fast speeds, though, 739 megabits per second, actually beating out Proximus in that particular square, so that's interesting to see. And we've got, let's see, Digi, mapped out, blue, 300 megabits per second. Probably seems reasonably good, maybe more consistent, but not getting those peak speeds that we were seeing on the other networks. Let's try Orange. Appropriately orange colored, so I appreciate that. Hasn't been mapped out too much. Seems like some slow speeds. And then this might actually just be a failed test. Well, nope, it was really slow. 587, 788. I'm excited to see Orange get mapped out even more. I think that would be great. And is Max still in the chat? Max, I think this is the carrier for you. Like, could you imagine an orange iPhone 17 Pro Max literally on a carrier called Orange? It'd be pretty cool. And we, of course, have Proximus. Seems like Proximus is the best network. I mean, we're seeing significantly faster speeds than the other networks here. Look at that. Looks awesome. This is incredible work. So I'm Matt on Social. Thank you so much for contributing, helping the people of Brussels figure out what network is best in their area. And it kind of seems like it is Proximus. Curious what you think. Dan is saying to smash that like button. Dan, I appreciate you. It's not me, it's someone else is saying, Dawn. I misread that. Dawn is saying smash the like button. So thank you, Dawn. It's not me, it's someone else is saying, Dawn, that is inappropriate. But we still appreciate the support, so thanks, guys. What else do we have coming in here? I was thinking of maybe getting an orange just to map it all out. My question I'm at is how expensive are the plans, right? Like, what do you pay for, what'd you say, 300 gigs? I mean, that's nuts. So I'm very curious. Yeah, John's saying, man, if Darkstar could only offer Apple Watch, then it would be a slam dunk for $195 a year. You're absolutely right. And that is, I talk about this a lot with my friend and business partner, Trevor. Like, what is the best cell phone plan? What's easiest to recommend? US Mobile, we both use US Mobile, but we also both tend to recommend Visible, right? And it's like, why? Well, US Mobile, it's packed with features. It's probably one of the best carriers in the industry, but it's also so confusing, right? Like you go to US Mobile, you go to plans, they're doing their promotion. It looks like only about 27 hours, 42 minutes left to get the 50% off one. But again, there's so many stipulations here. So it's 50% off with code half off. New line port-ins on Darkstar only. What is Darkstar, right? Like if I tell my friend about this, how are they going to know what Darkstar is? What are they going to get? And literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 features, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them have asterisks. This one has 2 asterisks, right? So there's just so much nuance to US Mobile that it's, to me, it just feels confusing. Where it's like, okay, I want to recommend something like, and the features are great, but as John, you mentioned, the smartwatch plan, for example, the companion or the standalone, this only works on Warp, available on Warp, only Warp. I almost feel like this should be more prominently displayed, perhaps. But it's just, yeah, one of those caveats where like, okay, sweet, I can get this unlimited premium plan, and it's got support for the smartwatch, but oh wait, it actually doesn't because this is on Darkstar and the smartwatch is only on Warp. So much nuance, so many caveats to be aware of, and you recommend a carrier such as Visible, and it's just so easy, right? Like Visible, they only have 3 plans: Visible, Visible Plus, Visible Plus Pro, and it's just like good, better, best. Easy, so easy. All on the same network. The features are all outlined. Are there asterisks? Sure, there's minor caveats here, some details, some nuance, but it's just so much easier to recommend. Like, hey, just grab Visible Plus. You're getting unlimited priority on the Verizon network, $26 a month. Easy. I appreciate that. I appreciate the simplicity that Visible offers. US Mobile, I appreciate the features and functionality that they offer, and the dashboard and the multiple networks, right? Like they're doing some crazy cool stuff. It's just like, it feels like it takes me a 15-minute monologue just to explain everything. All right, what do we got cooking in the chat? Ooh, interesting. Cameron coming in with some interesting information about Mint Mobile. FYI, I was running out of my 3-month unlimited plan for $15 a month. This is back on Mint, right? So it sounds like Cameron signed up for the 3-month $15 unlimited plan. And when I called to port out, they gave me that rate for the next 12 months. So Cameron has effectively given us a potential hack, if you're willing to go through with the trouble, of getting Mint Mobile's $15 a month plan for not 3 months, not 12 months, but 15 months, potentially indicating you can sign up on the 3-month plan for $15 a month. After your 3 months, you call to request your port out information, and you may be given an offer to get that 12-month plan at the $15 a month rate. And that would be 15 months total of unlimited wireless for $15, which is crazy good. So appreciate you. Thank you for the comment. All right, we have another super chat coming in from Call Me Nino. Any reason to switch from Visible Plus Pro to Verizon Postpaid Unlimited Ultimate for a single line? I mean, that's an interesting question. I think it comes down to a couple different factors. Like, number one, what is your goal here? Are you trying to save money, or are you trying to get the best of the best that Verizon has to offer? If you're trying to save money, the answer is no. Visible Plus Pro is going to be more affordable, still gives you unlimited priority data, tons of features. You should probably stick. That said, I can't deny that Verizon Postpaid Unlimited Ultimate does come with certain advantages, right? So what specifically does Verizon Unlimited Ultimate come with that Visible Plus Pro doesn't have? Hang on. Here we go. So one of the key features, if you can call it that, is a dedicated 5G network slice for video calling. So Verizon has rolled out a feature that they're calling enhanced video calling, It's only available in select 5G ultra wideband coverage areas. Okay, and it's at no additional cost with Unlimited Ultimate or with Business Unlimited Pro 5G. I think this plan name has already changed, but it was available before. Now you're going to need an iPhone 14 or newer and iOS 18.2 or newer with a participating application. And you're basically getting a dedicated network slice for video calling. Enhanced video calling marks a significant advancement in mobile connectivity, delivering a host of benefits for Verizon customers when it matters most, including clear video calls and consistent real-time collaboration. I think the video applications are limited. So this is going to be available for FaceTime, WhatsApp, and Zoom. Those are the specific applications that are listed here. For iPhone users, iPhone users only. I kind of feel bad for Android users, honestly. But basically, you're getting a dedicated network slice on 5G ultra wideband for your video calling applications. I don't know, where this is, how much of a difference it really makes, but that is a potential benefit of paying the big bucks for Verizon Unlimited Ultimate. Now, I'm not going to say it's a benefit. I don't even think it matters. I'm thinking device financing, right? Verizon Unlimited Ultimate comes with the best financing deals and promotions. Taking a look at the iPhone 17 Pro Max here, and if we go to all offers, you can get $1,200 off with a new line. So if you were to switch from Visible Plus Pro to Verizon Postpaid Unlimited Ultimate, because you're creating a new account and getting a new line, it looks like you can get $1,200 off an iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max for 36 months. And that's it. It doesn't even sound like a trade-in is required. So that's pretty cool. Now, of course, the downside is, well, how much does Unlimited Ultimate cost? I'm going to pull up the Best Phone Plans website here, and we can dive into the price. And this is where I think Visible Plus Pro really is a good value, where you still get unlimited priority data on the Verizon network at a fraction of the cost. So if we look at Ultimate, and we patiently wait for the website to load. I'm fixing this, you guys. Trust me, I'm fixing it. Boom. Unlimited Ultimate starts at $90 a month. Okay, so $90 a month plus tax. In my area, I'm estimating $96.85 per month. That is expensive, okay? You could literally get Visible Plus Pro. Here we go, plans, check our plans. Visible Plus Pro, $33 a month. And you could finance an iPhone, and it would be less, right? Let's go to shop. Let's actually shop all phones and see what Visible has. So here's a 17 Pro Max. And yeah, as low as $33.31 per month. So if you add those two together, you're looking at what? What was the plan cost? Yeah, literally $66.31 a month, okay, for both the phone and service. Saving yourself roughly $30 a month, $360 per year over the 3-year financing agreement. Let's do 30 times 36, $1,080. So, call me Nino, there you go. My opinion, I would encourage you to stick with Visible. I think the price to performance is unmatched. But Verizon Unlimited Ultimate does give you that advantage of the enhanced video calling, and I believe you get access to 5G standalone, which may potentially give you slightly better speeds and performance, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And I hope that's helpful. Ivan, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Hey, Stetson, thank you for all that you do. You're welcome. Would you mind comparing Warp to Lightspeed in Colorado 80004? Thank you. I happen to be completely blind. I'd love to help brainstorm/test accessibility. Well, we certainly would appreciate your impact and help, Ivan. I'm sure we have plenty of room to improve our map for people who may be visually impaired. So let me go ahead and check coverage for you right now. So heading over to the coverage map website, typing in the Colorado zip code, looks like we're in Arvada. Great area. Looking at coverage here, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon are all advertising 100% coverage. T-Mobile is getting the fastest crowdsourced speeds, 253.9 megabits per second for its median download speeds. In second place is AT&T with 101.1 megabits per second for its median download speeds. And in third place, we have Verizon getting 87. Oh, you can't even see that. Well, thankfully, you can't see that either. But for everyone else who's watching, 87 megabits per second. So this is, again, Arvada, Colorado. In terms of reliability, T-Mobile in first, getting 8.7 out of 10. AT&T in second, getting 8.5 out of 10. Verizon in third, getting 6.9 out of 10. Now, based on my experience living in Longmont, Colorado, I would definitely encourage you to consider either T-Mobile or Verizon. I personally feel AT&T just isn't as fast or usable from my experience. But that is, of course, Longmont. Just taking a look at the coverage percentages here, and from the breakdown, they all honestly look excellent. AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon giving you AT&T 97.9% great coverage, T-Mobile 84.8% great coverage, and Verizon 96%. So all honestly great. Upload speeds, AT&T 8 megabits per second, T-Mobile 10.9 megabits per second, Verizon 10.1 megabits per second. So yeah, I would lean towards T-Mobile if you want the fastest speeds, probably Verizon if you want that combination of pretty good speeds and pretty good coverage, particularly if you happen to go into the mountains a little bit more frequently. If you're not going into the mountains, I think T-Mobile likely will be fine. And yeah, if we go to the map, we'll have to switch countries back to the United States. And unfortunately, the map is just a very visual tool. So 8004, yep. I'm not 100% sure how usable it is in that sense. But yeah, you can see, man, I have to actually go out. Ivan, this is a great call. I've been driving out through Arvada, Westminster, and Broomfield. Man, it's emptier than I'd like, so I should go out and drive in that area and fill it in. But you can see AT&T has rolled out their mid-band 5G spectrum. Pretty good speeds and performance, I'm not going to lie. T-Mobile, yeah, ripping fast, more filled in. They have their mid-band network rolled out. I think it'd be an excellent option. And Verizon, also pretty good. Some slower speeds in spots, though. Unsure what might be causing that. If I were in your shoes, I'd probably lean a little bit more towards T-Mobile. And again, only get Verizon if you go into the mountains a lot. But I think both would be great. So I hope that's helpful. And I guess Warp to Lightspeed, I would lean towards Lightspeed in that scenario. If you want a cellular watch or any of the features that Verizon offers, then Warp could be the move. But yeah, if I'm in your shoes, I'm signing up for Lightspeed. So Ivan, I hope that is helpful and appreciate your support. Taylor, hi Stetson. Do you think T-Mobile's new better value plan is worth it despite not being eligible for insider discounts and free lines? Taylor, did you hear the question you just asked? So what is the insider discount? I think the insider discount was what? 20% off your monthly bill? And free lines are literally free. So if you were to switch, your bill is going up by a pretty significant amount, especially if you have free lines. It's going up by even more. And the better value, I don't think so. Like, Taylor, let me ask you this. Have you had any problems with your current T-Mobile plan? Is it not working as expected? Are you going over the data limits? Are you running out of hotspot data? If the answer is no, It's working great. It meets your needs and it's a good price. Why upgrade, right? I think you're better off sticking with your current T-Mobile plan, particularly if you have free lines and the insider discount and are getting a really good rate. The new T-Mobile plan, we can take a look at it. It is packed with features, and it can be a good option for some people. It's going to be a good option for people who have multiple lines. Well, you need multiple lines to sign up for it. Going to be 3 or 4 lines or 5 lines, okay? It can be a good option, and it is, to T-Mobile's credit, packed with features and perks. But the problem is, I just don't think it's worth switching to if you're an existing T-Mobile customer. So what do you get with better value? First of all, better value is effectively the same price when you have 3 or more lines as Experience More, okay? So it's the same price as Experience More, $140 a month for 3 lines, plus taxes and fees. And you're getting more features, right? So 2-year device upgrades, T-Satellite included, unlimited premium data, Netflix standard with ads, Apple TV for $3, Hulu included. You can add a watch and tablet line for $5 a month. That's actually a big advantage, right? Watch and tablet lines are the regular price on the Experience More plan, which T-Mobile doesn't list here, but I believe, let's go to my website and just make sure I get this correct. I believe it's like $12 and $20. So if I do Experience More, this is the plan I'm on, by the way. T-Mobile Experience More, yeah, it is a $12 watch add-on and a $20 unlimited tablet line add-on. So the fact that you can get those at a discounted rate for just $5 a month each on better value is, candidly, a better value. You're also getting, oh my gosh, unlimited mobile hotspot data, but there's an asterisk. The reality is, I believe it's 250 gigs of high-speed hotspot data before unlimited hotspot at 600 kilobits per second. So not true unlimited. You're also getting 30 gigs of high-speed data in Canada and Mexico, the same as Experience Beyond, but double what you get with Experience More, right? So 15 gigs usually, you're now getting 30 gigs, which is pretty nice. And you're also getting up to 30 gigs in over 215 destinations. That is insane, you guys. That is double the amount of data you get on the regular Experience Beyond plan. And it is 6 times the data you get on Experience More. So if you're an international traveler, this could potentially be worth it. That said, you can, of course, save a lot of money if you go with an international eSIM provider, such as Airlo or many others that offer low-cost international roaming rates. So let's just allow this. Where do we want to go? I want to go to Spain. Oh, perfect, Spain. My recent searches, Italy and Spain, the only places I search for. Wow, Airlo really, they redid their website. Anyway, the bottom line here is, let's say you're going on a 2-week trip. You can get 20 gigs for $22. So not that much, not really a big deal in my opinion. And then up to 4K video streaming, which is the same on all T-Mobile plans now, except for Essentials. Yeah, 4K video streaming. So yeah, Taylor, better value. It's a good plan for new customers. It is potentially a bad plan for a lot of existing customers. So it's worth just doing the math out, figuring out what your needs are, and picking the plan that's right for you. And I hope that's helpful. Interesting. Jordan is saying, I'm not on Visible, but I'm probably moving back to Visible once my year of US Mobile ends. I'm curious how come? What your thoughts are there. Yeah. Wait River is saying, when you go onto the US Mobile website, it should start off by having you choose a network and then showing you relevant plans. That's a great idea. I think the problem is it'll just confuse people and then they'll leave. That's my guess. Another approach might be having like on the US Mobile website right now, they have a toggle for monthly and annual plans. I would almost consider having a toggle for Lightspeed, Darkstar, and Warp. I think that'd be really nice. And they kind of do that with the, like this toggle that we see here. I almost think should just be on the homepage, and the plans below would change based on the network that was selected. I think that could be a really nice approach because they really are so different. And like they're so different enough to the point where I entered them separately on the Best Phone Plans website. It's kind of like you look at US Mobile and there's so many plans because they're the shared data plans. There's all the unlimited plans, monthly and annual, for Lightspeed, Warp, and Darkstar. And so, yeah, there's just so many of them. But that's the truth. They're all different. They'll have slightly different features, and it's important to note the caveats, right? Like Warp, you can get that smartwatch line included for free, and you can add a tablet line. And the number of countries that international roaming works in is slightly different. So, yeah, I think it's worth it. Let's see. Max is saying the experience beyond is about the same amount as better value for the free line and insider applied, but you don't get the yearly upgrades, not to mention Costco promos. Yeah, that's a good call. Like, if you get experience beyond with the insider and you get promos, like that's a really good plan. And the yearly upgrades, I think, are really nice for experience beyond. It can make it almost a better value than the better value plan, but it just depends how frequently you upgrade your phone. All right. Marco is saying, could you compare these unlimited plans? US Mobile Lightspeed and Red Pocket T-Mobile. Yeah, sure, absolutely. I think US Mobile is kind of going to take this one. Because Red Pocket, I don't even know if we have the full details on Red Pocket. So US Mobile, I'm going to assume you mean unlimited premium Lightspeed, because there's two different options, like unlimited premium Lightspeed annual. We also have the unlimited starter plan. We'll just do monthly for everything, and we'll do unlimited starter as well. Okay, unlimited starter Lightspeed, boom, add to compare. And let's do Red Pocket. I was just updating Red Pocket's plans on my site, so these should be accurate. Red Pocket unlimited premium. Yeah, I think we want to compare that. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Yeah, the thing with Red Pocket is by default, so Red Pocket technically supports all three networks, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Unfortunately, by default, you are typically activated on the AT&T network. So if you go to redpocket.com, I just did this, so that's how come I know. If you go to redpocket.com/plans, you click a plan, you select that. When you activate this, you will be on the AT&T network. If you want to activate on a different network, you have to go to plans/ what is it, like GSMT? Yeah, you have to go to a different URL. I don't even think you guys can see this. Maybe I can put it, I'll put it as like a comment or something so you guys can see it. But you have to go to this URL. Boom. Oh, that's perfect. I can comment. Boom. Here it is. redpocket.com/plans/plans-GSMT. And that will activate you on the T-Mobile network. And I wonder if the text is different. Yeah, here we go. Totally different plans. So I want to point out, Red Pocket on the T-Mobile network, you get 50 gigs of high-speed data before your speeds are reduced to 1 megabit per second. If you look at the regular Red Pocket plans, which again is just on the normal website, and learn more, you can see after 50 gigs of usage, speeds are reduced to 150 megabits per second. So 150 times faster. Two totally different plans that Red Pocket is more or less communicating is the same plan. And there's no way to like navigate to that plans GSMT page that I'm aware of. Like you just have to know that URL. The only reason I know it is I was asking support about it, and I actually activated a Red Pocket GSMT line so I could test it out and figure out what happened after your high speed allotment. But it looks like like this. After 20 gigs, speeds are slower. What does it mean? How do we know what it means? Anyway, we have that queued up on the Best Phone Plan site, Red Pocket Unlimited Premium or Red Pocket Premium. Let's go ahead and compare plans now, and we can see how everything stacks up. Oh, yeah. Jordan does bring up a good point about QCI values. So Red Pocket AT&T is going to be QCI 8, priority data. Red Pocket T-Mobile is going to be QCI 7, which is deprioritized data on the T-Mobile network. All right. We're just waiting for this to load up here. Here we have the three options. Oh man, it is no competition here. So I'm glad I got the starter plan. US Mobile Unlimited Starter Lightspeed. $25 a month, taxes and fees included. Red Pocket Premium, $30 a month plus tax. And you're getting 20 gigs more high-speed data on US Mobile. So 70 gigs of high-speed data before unlimited data at 1 megabit per second. Red Pocket, 50 gigs of high-speed data before unlimited data. And this should actually be updated. Before unlimited data at 1 megabit per second. I'll add that to my notes here. Red Pocket, GSMT, unlimited, 1 megabit per second. Perfect. So more data on US Mobile. Both are going to be deprioritized to QCI 7. Both come with 10 gigs of high-speed hotspot data, video streaming. Wait, actually, I think I have this line. Is it on this phone? Nope, I think it's on a different phone. Should I grab it? I think video streaming might be 4K. Yeah, I think it's 4K. I think I did a test and it was 4K. So I should update that as well. You know what? We're here. I'm gonna grab the phone. We're gonna find out. We got it, everybody. The Red Pocket phone. I'll full screen myself now. So you can check it out. Okay, it's booting up. I guess while we're waiting on this, oh, it's back. Boom. So how do you check video streaming quality? All you're going to do is go to fast.com, and this will load up the website. And you can see, yeah, full 4K streaming. We're getting over 1 gigabit per second. This is going to be on T-Mobile's 5G network here in my area. So 1.2 gigabits per second, pretty insane. See the calendar alert coming in at my Mobile Monday live stream. Yeah, you're absolutely right, I do. I wonder if my app works. That'd be really cool. I don't think it does on this phone. So gonna need to get that checked out. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh well. Anyway, so back to the comparison here. Full 4K video streaming on Red Pocket, which matches what you get on US Mobile, which is super nice. Neither support the smartwatch. Both allow you to add a tablet line. Red Pocket technically starts a little bit cheaper for the tablet line. But when I say tablet line, what I mean is that you pick one of Red Pocket's plans and you literally just put it in a tablet. So that's what I mean with that. International texting included on US Mobile, not supported on Red Pocket. International calling is an add-on on US Mobile, specifically with the monthly plan. If you get the annual plan, then these international features are actually included. So that's worth keeping in mind. But for the monthly plans, we got to give it to Red Pocket. They're doing better here. Free international calling to over 80 countries, 10 gigs of data in Canada and Mexico, and up to 10 gigs in over 60 countries, which is really, really good. US Mobile, it's not as good. Even if you got this included for free, it would be calls. Calling would actually be to more countries, calls to 200 countries. Roaming in Canada and Mexico, simply not as good. $15 for 1 gig, or it'd be 1 gig included with that annual plan. And then same thing for international. More countries, 180 countries versus 60, but these are 60 pretty popular countries. And I think 10 gigs is going to be more useful than 1 gig. I mean, you'd probably want to go to Airlo and purchase an international eSIM data plan in that scenario. So that is kind of how the plans compare. Of course, if you wanted more, you could get US Mobile Lightspeed Unlimited Premium. This upgrades you to truly unlimited high-speed data, deprioritized 50 gigs hotspot, 4K video streaming, and includes international texting, calling to both of those to 200 countries, 20 gigs in Canada and Mexico, and then 20 gigs in 197 countries. So really, really good plan, just more expensive, depends on what your needs are. And I think that answers it. I mean, if I'm picking a plan on the T-Mobile network, I'm either going US Mobile Unlimited Starter Lightspeed, between Red Pocket at least, or I mean, I think the best value plan right now is going to be Mint Mobile's plan. That's $15 a month. You just can't beat that promotion. So I hope that's helpful. We did have some more super chats come in, so let's go ahead and answer those. Jordan is saying, I think T-Satellite is the best data plan on T-Mobile. 50 gigs for $10. That is genuinely insane. I really have to go ahead and test this out. Jordan, how did you sign up for that? Do you have to go into the store? Is it available online? Very curious. Wait, did I get the year wrong on this video? Oh my God, I did. Oh, that's so funny. We're back in time, everybody. We're back on time. How much worse of an experience is QCI 7 compared to QCI 6 on T-Mobile? That average MTBer, really, I'm assuming that means mountain biker, by the way, just based on the profile picture. It's really hard to tell. I think it varies a lot based on time of day, what tower you're connected to, how many other users are connected to that tower, what their priority level is on their plans, what they're trying to do, yeah, just how overloaded it is. My general perception is it doesn't really matter on the T-Mobile network, although I can give you a solid example of when it does matter. So it turns out I was at the Patriots versus Broncos game just yesterday, and I had, as one does, this is kind of a funny story, side tangent. I brought 6 phones with me, okay? Was it overkill? Yes, but I was so curious, right? I had to test some stuff out. So I brought these phones with me. Absolutely ridiculous, okay? I go through security, and they're like, I put everything in a clear plastic bag, which is what the stadium recommends you do. And they're like, what is this? Like, is it a battery? I'm like, no, it's just, your 6 extra phones. And they're like, all right, you have more than 2 phones. We need to do a full pat down. And so they had to give me a full pat down, like arms out, making sure I didn't, have anything else on me. So I thought that was funny. But I got in. Me and my 6 different phones got in. Here's what was interesting. iPhone Air was on a T-Mobile business line, QCI 6, priority data. And this iPhone 16 was on Mint Mobile, a regular plan. And let me see if I can pull both of these up. The speed results were quite interesting, in my opinion. So I'm going to do here, nope. Yeah. This is it, and then, sorry, just pulling this up now. Doing it on the fly. Yeah. So, on the T-Mobile business line, I got 6.19 megabits per second down and 0.6 megabits per second up. Again, this is a priority plan, QCI 6, best of the best network performance on T-Mobile. The problem, or the situation rather, is that there were 70,000 people in the stands during the Patriots versus Broncos game. I then again attempted to run the same test on Mint Mobile. What do you think the speeds were? Right? 6 down, 0.6 up on QCI 6. QCI 7, Mint Mobile, this is what I got. The phone did not even connect to the server. The network was slammed. I wasn't even able to run a test. Now, I only did this once, and I almost regret not waiting longer to see if I could get the phone to connect and to run a test. But yeah, it was struggling. It was really struggling. So that is one example where having priority data is literally a difference between a usable connection even if it's slow, a usable connection versus no connection at all. But that's, again, in a football stadium with 70,000 people, likely many of them on their phones. So it just depends. It really depends. I think most of the time it doesn't really matter. And again, I wish I had more opportunities to test it throughout the game, but I was pretty sucked in just watching the game. So I hope that is at least somewhat helpful. And yes, Jordan is commenting that the T satellite plan comes with 50 gigabytes of QCI6 data. So if you want priority data on the T-Mobile network, that's honestly insane. Wait, guys, this is low-key one of the best value plans you can get, because with data only, hold up, you could pair that with Google Voice. Google Voice gives you a free phone number. You have to use the Google Voice app. It's not perfect. It's not for everyone, but it literally gives you, I mean, what is the pricing? I'm pretty sure it's free. Wait, is it? This is Google Workspace. Is Google Voice? I know I have a consumer line and it's free for that, so I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's free. Google Workspace, but I get voice only. $10 a month. I'm like tempted. Someone correct me if I'm mistaken, because it was free when I signed up for my personal account, and I have not paid for it at all. Okay, yeah, check this out. Did further research here to verify I wasn't going crazy. Answer, I don't think I'm going crazy. So the features are different, but the bottom line is Google Voice, no charge. You get one line, or excuse me, one user. It's US only. You don't get international locations, but it's free because there's no charge. And you miss out on a bunch of features, it looks like. But yeah, the bottom line, you pair a free Google Voice number with a data plan, and you basically have free unlimited talk and text. Like, it's awesome. It's awesome. Diana Monte, I'm going to just say Diana. Thank you so much for the comment. Red Pocket service and customer service has really gone downhill. I'm not going to disagree with you, okay? The story behind me activating this Red Pocket line, right? So when Red Pocket, it's actually not on this phone, it's on this phone. It's because the phones look the same. When Red Pocket updated their plans with the all new AT&T plans, I was like, oh, I'll try them out. Let me make sure check the video streaming, see what features are working, what's not working, etc. So I grabbed a plan, I signed up on the AT&T network, used it for a month. The plan expired. I didn't renew it because I didn't really need it. Fast forward, it's last week. I'm like, oh, well, I want to check the network features on the T-Mobile network. And I thought, oh, well, I have this line. Maybe I can just renew the line on the T-Mobile network. And one thing Red Pocket offers is they have they're calling it Coverage Genius. And it allows you to have an existing phone number and then switch networks. But unlike US Mobile, right? So US Mobile, you can actually switch between networks mid-billing cycle. You can sign up on the T-Mobile network, realize T-Mobile isn't the right fit for you, and midway through your billing cycle, you switch to the AT&T network, and there's no extra charge, nothing to worry about. It just works. Theoretically, it just works. Red Pocket. If you want to use their Coverage Genius and switch from the T-Mobile network to the AT&T network, or in my case, the AT&T network to the T-Mobile network, you are charged the full month of service when you switch. So even if you only use your service for 15 days, when you switch networks, you forfeit the remaining 15 days that you had, and you have to rebuy an all-new plan on the new network that you're switching to. So not as good of an experience. Anyway, I had this dead AT&T line. I was like, I wonder if I can just reactivate that on the T-Mobile network. No joke, was chatting with support for, I think, 2 hours. First of all, I was just like, is it possible or not? If it is, like I'd love to do it. If not, like no worries, I'll just buy a new plan. No joke, I think it took 2 hours of chatting. The website broke. I couldn't load that GSMT page. And that's the only reason I know about that special Red Pocket GSMT URL is because the support agent sent it to me and was like, hey, buy a new plan here and we'll credit you back. So 2 Red Pockets credit, even though that whole experience took like 2 hours, which was more time than I thought. I thought that was a simple question. They did give me the link to sign up. I did sign up, and it looks like they refunded the charge. So, you know, it was not the simple answer that I was looking for, but they, in a way, they made it right. So I can't be too upset. That average mountain biker. Also, do you know why T-Mobile won't give MVNOs access to QCI 6 unlike AT&T and Verizon? It turns out I think they do, or I don't know what's going on, because Google Fi is technically a T-Mobile MVNO, and they have priority QCI 6 access. My guess is that for some reason, priority data on T-Mobile is either prohibitively expensive for other MVNOs. Google got insanely lucky with the terms they negotiated, or T-Mobile just like generally doesn't give it out. Maybe they want their T-Mobile postpaid plans to, by default, be a notch above what you get on the other MVNOs. But yeah, I have no idea. Yeah, Google Voice is free. Google Voice is definitely free. Oh no, I triggered it. Get out of here. Shut it down. You have to be careful with the G word, if you know what I mean. Which business line do you have? One of the tablet lines? So I have, let me see. It sounds like you're talking about Google. Okay, Google, stop. Sorry about that, everybody. Let me find the T-Mobile line. It's actually, wait, hang on. It's on this phone. It just says T-Mobile Business. That's what I call it. Maybe if I turn it on, it is on. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Wait, maybe if I switch my cellular data. No, it's just T-Mobile Business. I can't remember which one specifically. But it's a phone line. It's like an actual voice line. What QCI does Visible use? Flame King, this is a fantastic question. Visible, of course, has their 3 plans. Good, better, best. The Visible plan is deprioritized. It is QCI 9 on the Verizon network. The Visible Plus plan has priority data. It upgrades you to QCI 8. That is the exact same network priority as Verizon Unlimited Plus and Verizon Unlimited Ultimate. And Visible Plus Pro keeps that priority data. You still have QCI 8 priority data with Visible Plus Pro. So those are the QCI values on Visible. Yeah. Is there a plan that offers unlimited high-speed hotspot on Verizon or T-Mobile towers? This is a fantastic question. I feel like if you're asking about unlimited high-speed hotspot data, you're very quickly going down into a territory that could be considered network abuse depending on how you're using it. Now, I know a lot of the plans advertise unlimited, but the truth is the networks, they don't like it. The carriers don't like it if you're using an excessive amount of hotspot data. My pick is probably going to be the Visible plan. So Visible Plus comes with unlimited use of your phone as a Wi-Fi connection at twice the speed compared to the Visible plan. This is a long way of saying it comes with unlimited high-speed hotspot data at 10 megabits per second. Of course, there is a secret limit. If you exceed around 450 gigabytes of total usage on your Visible plan, then your speeds will be throttled to around 1 megabit per second. So 450 gigs is a huge amount of data and likely plenty for 99.99999% of people. But for your specific use case, again, if you're approaching that 450 gig allotment, you might run into issues. But this is probably the plan with the most usable hotspot data at the best price possible. So I hope that's helpful. Yeah, Jordan, so the hack with T-Satellite, this is kind of what I was talking about. T-Satellite is just data and texting. So you really just need data. And then you can get Google Voice. And Google Voice gives you a free phone number that uses cellular data for calls and texts. And so all of a sudden, you can effectively get unlimited talk and text through Google Voice and 50 gigs of usable data on your phone. So that is the hack. That is the hack.
Google Voice does provide a free phone number.
Oh gosh.
Google accounts
Hey Google, stop. It's too eager. It's too excited. All right, what other questions do we have cooking in the chat right now? Oh, here we go. Forgive me if I missed this. Oops, hang on. Meerkat's Decree. I have Visible Plus Pro and US Mobile Dark Star Premium. I have Starlink Mini now, so I want one line. Verizon is superb here. AT&T is great. What do you recommend? LI New York. Live in New York is probably what that means. So yeah, in New York and New York City, pretty much all of the networks are fantastic. You can't go wrong. It sounds like between Visible Plus Pro and Dark Star Premium, you're saying Verizon is superb. So if I'm in your shoes, I'm probably leaving US Mobile, just going Visible Plus Pro, keeping that Verizon coverage, and reducing my bill to one line. That's probably what I would do. But curious, yeah, if you have more details or looking for anything else. But I think that's what I would go for, right? And if you're mainline, the problem is like Visible, not the problem, but the situation is Visible is running this amazing promotion right now. And I'd almost recommend, like, if your main line is on US Mobile, then switch that to Visible and then save a bunch of money. If your current Visible Plus Pro line is full price, well, you could potentially reduce your bill by switching to the annual option. And that could be something to consider as well. So I hope that is helpful in terms of what to do. I would lean towards Visible based on what you said. All right. Wait River is saying, would you all rather have an unlimited data, but it's throttled at 25 megabits per second, or fastest speeds, but only have 250 gigs? Everything is priority data. I like that poll. Let me go into YouTube Studio and we can put that on the chat for you guys. So Wait River asking the question here. Very curious what people think. I have my answer. But curious what you guys come to conclude. All right, we gotta go here, and I have to go to, oops, I missed it. Wrong button. Bam, here it is. The control room, that's what YouTube calls it. Hide this, and we gotta do start a Q&A. Nope, that's not what I want. Start a poll. There it is. I'll do A, unlimited at 25 megabits per second. B, 200, oh, I accidentally made a smiley face with sunglasses. Oh, I keep doing that, okay. Nope, I can only get a smiley face with sunglasses. I'm so sorry. If you type in B and then maybe, hang on, let's do B dot, there we go. 250 gigs, fast, then super slow. Is that what you said? Yeah. Or then data stopped. Okay, then data stopped, so I'm gonna say that. All right, poll is created, start poll. There you go, everybody. Go ahead and vote. See which option you would prefer. I have my option on lock, but I'm gonna save that for later and answer some more questions. Oh, Long Island. Very different from lives in. Dylan is saying, after weeks of talking with T-Mobile chat and begging, I was able to get the insider discount. That's worth it, yo. Dylan, how much money did you just save from all your time you spent chatting? Was it worth it? I think it was likely worth it. Yeah, curious. 20% off your bill is not bad. Oh, Long Island. Sorry about that. You guys totally corrected me. Banderson 1979 is saying, I swear these live streams are awesome. Thank you so much. Except for the dweebs wanting to finance flagship phones on prepaid carriers. No. Except obsessed with violating terms of service on hotspot, lame, and wanting priority quality of service. LOL. Yeah, you know, it's what is the saying that everyone was posting on Reddit? It's like something about beer and champagne. I'm gonna have to Google it. Nope, I've got nothing. So they want champagne on a beer budget or something like that. Anyway, the bottom line is if you're going with an MVNO, you're doing it to save money. You want to lower your monthly cell phone bill and get a great value. And you can do that with a lot of carriers, but you're often not going to get the same full feature service that you would get on a postpaid carrier. So we're saying hard cap for this. How is the poll doing, by the way? 250 gigs, B, 60%, 250 gigs fast, then data stops, 60%, unlimited at 25 megabits per second. Is at 40% right now. I'm going to cast my vote. I'm going B, 250 gigs of fast data and then data stops. The reason being, sometimes if you want fast data, like you need to download a file, it's nice for it to go super fast. And 250 gigs is so much data for me personally, as someone who probably uses 10 gigs on like a heavy month. Yeah, I would never come close to that. So that's what I'm going for. That is what I'm going for. All right, where'd my StreamYard window go? Yeah, champagne on a beer budget. Simple as that. Simple as that. Can't be done. It can't be done. Yeah, champagne taste on a beer budget. There we go. There we go. I've gotten used to routinely getting over 25 megabits per second, so unlimited 25 megabits per second is too slow for me. T-Mobile has ruined me for other networks. Tommy, that's really funny. Yeah, I totally get that. What's crazy is I used to be on Cricket's plan that was capped at 8 megabits per second. And that was like my whole internet experience was just using my phone at 8 megabits per second. And like, it was mostly fine. Of course, now that I get super fast speeds, no, I want things to load instantly. You get used to it. It's so nice. But yeah, I would do the 250 gigs. Macro, I'm with you. I doubt I will use the whole 250 gigs. That is the whole point. It is 25 megabits per second. Okay, so that is 25 divided by 8. 3.12 megabytes per second. Typically fast enough for pretty much everything you need, including streaming a 4K video. But yeah, it is limited in some sense. Yeah. Best T-Mobile plan for 2 lines. Haroon, thank you so much for your question. Look, 2-line T-Mobile plans are, the bottom line is you probably want to get one plan for each line. Like there's no real savings here. So let's just reset this. We'll do 2 lines. T-Mobile network. I mean, depending on how much data you need, you could save a lot of money with US Mobile, right? So if you get a 10 gig US Mobile shared data plan, that's 5 gigs per line, and it comes out to $28 total. That's $14 per line. That is insane, okay? That said, you can get more data at a better price. US Mobile Unlimited Premium Lightspeed, $88. These are all sponsored. Let's go to the non-sponsored section. And yeah, it really comes down to like how much data you need. You could get 2 lines of Smartless Mobile, 10 gigs per line for $30. That's a pretty good value. US Mobile, again, this was the 10 gig shared that we just talked about. If you need more data, I'm trying to think. Yeah, US Mobile Unlimited Starter with the discount, insanely good. With the annual plan, it would come out to $45 a month, taxes and fees included. Of course, that's upfront. So that would be 45 times 12. $540 up front to get this option. But each line is getting 70 gigs of high-speed data before unlimited at 1 megabit per second, deprioritized, 10 gigs of hotspot, 4K video streaming, and you're getting those international features included. If you need more data, if you need truly unlimited, Metro's $25 bring your own device plan. This cannot be beaten for truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network. Downsides, deprioritized, so QCI 7. Again, I don't think that really matters in most real-world scenarios on the T-Mobile network. The big one, though, no hotspot. Not only that, no option to add hotspot if you need it. So that is a deal breaker for me. That is a deal breaker for me. Otherwise, you got boosts. Can't say I honestly recommend them right now. T-Mobile Essentials, age 55 plus. I wouldn't really recommend that either. Yeah, Mint Mobile's unlimited annual plan. This would be technically, I think I was listing a different promo. This is on sale, 50% off, and it would be $15 per line per month. So this would be $30. So I got to fix that. Making a mental note right now. Actually, a physical note, not a mental note. Fix Mint unlimited 2 lines promo. Perfect. This would be insane. Truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network. It is deprioritized, but you're getting 20 gigs of high-speed hotspot data. That is super, super nice. That's probably my pick. Google Fi, not a bad option if you want priority data. Unlimited Essentials, it's 30 gigs of priority. No hotspot, though, but $60. US Mobile Unlimited Premium, we talked about, I think. Yeah, then you're kind of into like the Metro territory. Google Fi Unlimited Standard, 50 gigs priority, 25 gigs hotspot, $80 a month though, right? The price sneaks up on you. I think Google Fi might be doing a 50% off promo right now. Yeah, 50% off for 12 months. I don't think it stacks with 2 lines though. Oh shoot, it does. Yeah, Unlimited Standard, $40. Plus taxes and fees, so probably close to $50, but still $40 for 50 gigs of priority data, 25 gigs of hotspot, and free full connectivity for select smartwatches. That's a pretty good deal as well. Kind of comes down to what your needs are. Those are some really good options. I think US Mobile, Mint Mobile, and Google Fi. Those are the 3 I suggest you look at. And I hope that's helpful. Yeah, we got to do RIP to the AARP discount. Fun fact, I still have the AARP discount on my personal AT&T account. I was able to get it, and it's been locked in, and I am not touching it. I'm keeping that discount. This question is also wild. V. Jarisimov 889 is asking iPhone 16 Pro Max versus Z Fold 7. This is like beyond iPhone and Android. This is encompassing a previous generation iPhone and a newest generation folding phone. Not even an ice cream sandwich, a sandwich bar. I don't know. I feel like the Z Fold 7 is cooler, but the Pro Max is what I realistically would use because I'm an Apple sheep. I'm part of the herd. I'm an iPhone user. So it really comes down to what you're looking for. I will give you one bit of advice. And this goes to everyone who's watching right now. If you're looking for a great price on a gently used phone, 2 places I suggest you check out. We'll try Back Market first. Back Market's really nice because they have their, they give you a warranty and it's a refurbished device, which is pretty good. So let's see what they have. Z Fold 7. Unlocked. $1,216. Good, excellent, $1,348. So a little bit more on the pricey side. Sorry, I'm just reading Jordan's comment. Jordan, I'll get to that in a second. The other place you may consider checking out is Swappa. You can do Z Fold 7 here. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Gently used Z Fold 7. Whoa! Guys, Swappa has updated their website. Oh my gosh. You know what? I bet this was all Q4 projects that have finally come to light in January. Like they were probably working on this and finally shipped it. This is crazy, you guys. Okay. We've got 1,251. This is actually very similar to back market, right? 1,200, 1,348 for excellent, which is actually better than good. What are we looking at here? 1,277, mint, 1,314. Very similar, very similar. Here we go. You'll notice the ones with the star, sponsored. The ones without the star, the price drops back down. That means it's unsponsored. This is a good condition, 1,000. Oh, what? They're doing a side panel pop out. This is a horrible experience. View listing. There we go. Whoa, a new listing screen. Okay. Not sure how I feel about this, you guys. Not sure how I feel about it, but it is different. Let's go through some of the product images here. So we've got Z Fold 7. Good condition. So we do have a nick on the side. Can't say I love that. Back. Does this have a sticker on it? What is going on here? Yo, this definitely has a sticker on it. You know what? That's and a screen protector. Screen is probably fine. I'm feeling a little sus about this. You know what I mean? Not sure if you guys would buy that one. Here we go. Good, jet black. Let's see what we got here. View listing. All right. Okay, we got a case. That's kind of nice. Screen looks fine, I guess. I'm not really sure. Smudged. That's funny. Welcome. Okay. I mean, it looks fine. It looks okay. Yeah. Anyway, $1,113. So pretty good price. Pretty good price. The downside, and I guess some of the differences that I've been thinking about between Swappa and back market, for example. So Swappa, you're kind of buying from different people. Like this one, right, is from Ken. So Ken's selling his own personal device. He's saying it's new and sealed, okay? I don't know how Ken got this, but this is from Ken. The new and sealed, you probably don't have to worry about. Let's do, how about the Andy one? So Andy is selling his device, right? We looked at this. This is just a person like you or me selling their Z Fold 7 on Swappa. The other thing you can find on Swappa is you will have these companies. So Resell, right? This is a company that is selling their device on Swappa. And they have different like return policies, shipping, and warranty options. So return policy, if there are any problems, they will accept returns for 30 days of purchase due to a listing error or if a warranty defect occurs. Non-qualifying returns or cancellations may be subject to a 10% restocking fee, okay? So this is this seller's return policy. And this can vary from seller to seller. With back market, everything is the same, okay? Every device is professionally inspected and guaranteed to be 100% functional. So every device on back market is certified refurbished, and back market has they do free 30-day returns, and they come with a 1-year warranty. So, and it doesn't have to be like a defect or anything. There's no restocking fee that I'm aware of. It's just if it doesn't work within 30 days, you can return it, and all devices are covered by a 1-year warranty. And this is nice, okay? So this is a nice perk of buying on Swappa. You don't get this, this is a nice perk of buying on back market, the 1-year warranty. You don't get the warranty on Swappa, although you can sometimes. It just varies on the seller, okay? So it's a seller to seller thing. Anyway, that was kind of a long-winded side tangent, so I hope that is helpful in some capacity. Who here is holding on to AT&T Unlimited Elite? I'm on the new one. I missed that. That Flossie Carter. Could be. Anyone had experience using the Z trifold? Someone was in the chat last week and they had imported a trifold. AARP Stetson Jordan. Yeah, this is back to your comment. 25 going on 65. Yeah. What's funny is, so AARP, what is it? Is the Annual Association of Retired Persons. Okay. But it turns out anyone can join. You just pay the membership fee and boom, you're in. There's nothing else you really need to do. So I did that. I joined the Association of Retired Persons, as one does in their mid 20s. And I got the discount on AT&T. So saving money, right? $16 on the membership, save a bunch of money on my AT&T bill. $10 per line per month times 5 lines is $50 a month times 12 months, $600 per year, minus the $16 I spent for AARP. What is that? $584 per year in savings. So it's definitely worth it. Ooh. Oh, Marv. Visible is now locking their phones for 365 days. It hurts. Verizon's new unlock policy is in effect on their MVNOs. What is a better option to get the new iPhone 17 Pro Max unlocked? Oh, Marv, this is a fantastic question. And I think the answer, if you're looking at Visible, right, you're probably wanting to get a really affordable cell phone plan and an unlocked phone. How do you do it? There's a secret way. Let me show you right now. The secret way to get an unlocked iPhone is to go to Apple's website, go to iPhone, go to iPhone 17 Pro. That's what you want. Pro Max. So we'll do an iPhone 17 Pro Max unlocked right now. You select the phone you want. You select the color. I've decided that I love the silver. I think I should have gotten that 100%. 256 gigs, plenty for most people. You have the option to do a trade-in if you want. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to say no trade-in. Here is where the secret happens, the magic happens. Of course, you want to finance the phone. So you're going to do finance. 2 options here. If you happen to have Apple Card, I definitely recommend the Apple Card monthly installments. If it turns out you do not have Apple Card, you can still finance with the Apple iPhone payments, okay? And for your carrier, all you're going to do, you can actually select, I think T-Mobile and Verizon are the models that will work for this. I selected T-Mobile when I bought mine, and that is how everything worked. Wow, pick up tomorrow. That's so cool. Anyway, continue. You're not asked to verify your T-Mobile account or anything. You can just check out. In fact, you can also continue as a guest. And there you go. When you get your phone, you're likely not even going to notice that you have to sign in to T-Mobile or anything. If you are prompted, you can skip it, and it ships unlocked out of the box. So that is how you can finance an unlocked iPhone that you can use on any carrier you choose. So that is the secret. This works only for the Pro models and the Air. If you want to do a regular iPhone, then you have to actually pick a carrier and go through a slightly different process, but I hope that's helpful. Swappa should give you a commission for all the free advertising. I wish. They actually had an affiliate program and then shut down the affiliate program. So I should stop mentioning them. Yeah, but it's so good. Oh, Marv, you are so welcome. I hope that is helpful. I hope you enjoy. The phone comes unlocked. It's financed. It'll work on any carrier. Yeah, it's true. It does not work on the base model. We're here so I can show you the workaround for the base model. Here's what you want to do. You're on Apple's website. You're like, you know what? It turns out the base model iPhone is low-key incredible. 120 hertz display, OLED, the notch, camera control, action button. It's the bee's knees. So you're going to go, what is this, black? 256, again, probably all you need. Dang, $512 for $1,000 is actually not a bad deal at all, in my mind. That's awesome. No trade-in. This is where it gets complicated. Finance. You can do Apple Card or the iPhone payments. Let's just do iPhone payments. Here, you want to select Verizon. And the reason is because Apple will actually ask you to verify your account with the base iPhone, okay? So you're going to select Verizon, and here's the secret. Continue. For your wireless number, you're going to do 000, 000, 0000. Okay, that is 10 zeros. Enter your zip code. Boom, continue. We can proceed, but there's something you should know. We're unable to contact your carrier to verify your information, but we can still proceed with your order. However, this iPhone will not be connected to a carrier plan. You can reach out to the carrier of your choice to finish activation later. So this phone is going to ship unlocked. It'll work with any carrier, and you don't have to do anything. So again, check out his guest. Boom. I can get it as soon as tomorrow for $9. Or what was the other option? I guess it was like free shipping Thursday. That's wild. Or I can pick it up. And that is the secret, okay? 10 zeros and your zip code. That's all you need. All you need to finance a baseline iPhone 17. So that's the secret, and I hope that's helpful. Yeah, the base iPhone 17 is the right choice for most people. Tommy, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. I still love the Pro, though. I'm addicted to it. The Pro feels so good in the hand. Of course, I put my case back on it now. It does work on the iPhone 17. I did it, no verification. Big Tank, thank you so much for confirming it does work. Yeah, it is super nice. It is super nice. The base and the Pro, I love these things. I'm addicted. I admit it. I know that. Waiting for the Black Friday plan deals. LOL. I got Mint for a year and waiting to see if I need to switch to US Mobile. Blaze Bullet, you're in for you're on a great plan. So yeah, you just got to ride it out until Black Friday this year. Call me Nino. Once you go pro, you never go back. It's true. It's true. The thing is, I love the telephoto camera. I love it. I love it so much. And that's how come I go pro, is I love that telephoto camera. I was actually at the, I was telling you guys, I was at the Patriots game and was using the telephoto camera to get some awesome shots. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me see if I can pull one up. This is one of my favorite pictures from the game. They were using leaf blowers to blow the snow on the field to reveal all of the lines. So, and that's an 8X iPhone shot. You know, is it the best photo? Probably not, but you know, we're doing iPhone screen to live stream camera to YouTube, so it's probably compressed into oblivion, but I got it, and I really like that. And you simply could not get that level of detail at that zoom level on a baseline iPhone. So it was awesome. It was awesome. Apple Glazer, yeah, 100%. I'm on the bandwagon. iOS 26 is really buggy for me. Yeah, I strongly dislike iOS 26. Yeah. Blaze Bullet, you're absolutely right. 100x zoom. The Ultra, this knows how to zoom, and I love it. It is so fun. It is so fun to shoot with. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. My 20x pixel shot of the Seattle skyline is better. I believe it. I believe it. But if you want the crappy iOS 26 and a telephoto, this is the best option right here. Oh man. Yeah, me too. Scott, I'm with you. I hope iOS 27 gets rid of liquid glass. I feel like the people who I perceive as enjoying liquid glass are the Apple fanatics that I follow on Twitter. When I talk to normal people, either it's my cognitive bias that filters out everyone who likes it, and I just feel like most people dislike it, or most people are like neutral. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. FaZe is saying, does he use his Android? I really need a Samsung. I use it occasionally. We are getting new Samsung phones. What? Either end of this month, probably end of next month, February. So I'm really excited to test those out. Yeah. Voodoo. Stetson here in New England with 20 inches of snow and the Pats winning. It's definitely a great day. Yeah, it is a great day. It was an awesome win. It was an awesome win. Excited for the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. I will not be going to the Super Bowl, but it was super fun to be there. You can't really turn it off, unfortunately, right? Like, the best way, I think, to quote unquote turn off liquid glass, you can reduce it, I think, in display and brightness, liquid glass, clear, tinted. See, the problem is, like, I'm like trying to see, here we go. Yeah, This doesn't look good. Like the old notifications we had looked so much better. It's not good. And my gripe is it doesn't fix liquid glass anywhere else on the home screen, right? Like all your phone, your app icons, everything else is still super tinted. The only thing that changes is the notifications. And then you have this like weird, okay, your buttons are glass, but your notifications are solid. What are we doing? What are we doing? You can kind of reduce it further with the, I think it's the increased contrast setting. Yeah, increased contrast. Yeah, so reduced transparency is one option. I don't think I like that one. Let me turn that on. Yeah. Reduced transparency, let me just make sure, yeah. Reduced transparency makes everything look kind of gray and gross. I'm not a fan of that. We can go back to, look at this. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, let's pop into increased contrast. Increased contrast, I think, is a little bit better. I guess these are like, they reach the contrast levels that are needed and don't change too much. And what do the notifications do? Let me go back to glass on that. Display and text size. Why are these settings all over the place? Man, that's all I can say. Display and brightness. We'll do clear. Turn off and use clear. This just like aggressively dims the wallpaper. I don't know. I miss it. I miss it. Texas. I have an iPhone SE 2020 and been saying later to the upgrade forever. I respect it. I respect it. Yeah. I unfortunately bought a new phone and it just came with it. So I couldn't get out. I'm stuck with it. I'm stuck with it. We have a super chat coming in. JPEG334. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. I'm from New Zealand and visit the USA on vacation often. I'll be getting an Honor Magic V5 or V6 before my next visit. I have heard that it will only work with AT&T, T-Mobile, and their MVNOs. What would be the best option for me? JPEG, that is a fantastic question. First of all, quick shout out. Do we have, wait, hang on. I don't even know if we have it. I was going to say, I think we have Coverage Map live in New Zealand. Let's find out. New Zealand. Oh, you know what? We need to switch countries first. This is the test. New Zealand. Oh, we do. I don't actually know where this is. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's by Australia, right? New Zealand. Here it is. We found it. I know my global geography. Looks like very few tests. Wait, let's do all networks. Handful of tests. The networks are 2 degrees, 1 in Spark. Anyway, yeah, JPEG, quick shout out. We do have cellular coverage mapping live in New Zealand on the Coverage Map app, so you can check it out. And that's pretty cool to see. Now, to answer your question, I think the best option for you will likely be US Mobile, okay? And the reason is because they offer some of the best value plans on the AT&T network. And I can show you this. We'll go to the best phone plan site here. Let me find my live stream tab. And I'll add this back to the stream. So if we go ahead and we go back to one line, coverage, we'll do AT&T and T-Mobile. And let's just say data, I don't know, it kind of depends how much data you need. I think low usage, like I guess it depends when you come. It depends when you come. Tello is doing one of the best promotions right now for a month-to-month plan on the T-Mobile network. So Tello, you can get their unlimited plan, which is 50 gigabytes for $10 a month for your first 6 months. I don't think you're going to find a better plan than that. Someone else was talking about the, wait for it. the T-Mobile satellite plan, if somehow that's available, that would be a pretty good option as well. I am reading in the chat, Tommy is saying that Honor, a subsidiary to Huawei, phones most likely will not work on the US cellular networks at all, thanks to a 2020 ban on Huawei and ZTE phones. So that could be interesting. Either way, if for some reason it does work, consider checking out Tello and then consider checking out US Mobile. I think those are going to be fantastic options. I would say the US Mobile, let's go to the US Mobile site. The monthly plans are what you're going to want to look at. Unlimited starter is going to be fantastic if you need a lot of data, $25 for 70 gigs. Or if you want a cheaper option, you can do like $15 for 5 gigs or $20 for 10 gigs or something like that. And that's assuming it works. So I hope that is helpful. And just interesting reading the chat, the debate. S.TG. Hi, Stetson. Good to see you here in this live. Hope everything was okay in Colorado during the storm. Yeah. Thankfully, I feel like we didn't really get a storm here in Colorado. We got some light flurries. It was a little cold. We actually want snow. We are in one of the worst snow droughts of all time. The snow accumulation is very poor. The skiing conditions are horrendous. My friends on the East Coast have actually gotten more snow than we have here in Colorado. So maybe I should move back east, ski the east again. You guys, I'm glad you guys know where New Zealand is. We found it. Wow. Got the ZC. Big Tank, you were the one, I think, last stream who had got the Z Trifold. Got the Z Trifold. Love it over my Z Fold 7. No S Pen. Yeah. Candidly, I don't think I use the S Pen for much, and it would probably be more challenging to use on the Z Fold because of the creases and the folding display. But yeah, the Trifold looks sweet. Do we know when it's coming to it's coming to the US officially? Do we have that? Kevin is saying, sick of always hearing about US Mobile. It's taken over Reddit. Yeah, unfortunately it has. They have a very strong Reddit fan base. But candidly, Kevin, like the plans are good. That's how come I recommend them. The price is good. The plans are good. And you can go to the best phone plan site. You can lock in what you're looking for, how many lines you want, what network you want for coverage, how much data you want, any features that you specifically need. If you're looking by a specific price tier, if you're eligible for any discounts, and you can see the best plans. And I feel like oftentimes US Mobile is very competitive. And that's what I'm trying to do, is save people the most money. And that's how come I recommend them. So, yeah. Jace the Nerd, 40 degrees here. What do we got in Colorado? I think I was just showing my home screen. Yeah. Let me pop on like do not disturb or something. 18 right now, but it was 45 today. So not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah. Verizon. I think Verizon, they do have a device certification process, but now that we're in the 5G era, does the phone need to support CDMA? I don't think so. Tommy making his own trifold over there, duct taping 3 phones together. Tommy, how do you use it? I feel like 2 phones I could get behind, right? Because you can do this. The classic iPhone Android sandwich. Let me put a case on so I don't like accidentally scratch something. But you just do this, right? Your Android phone, your iPhone. I'm like logically, I was like, boom. But then how do you use the cameras, right? I think this is the move. This right here is the dual phone setup. We'll do a little bit lower. Perfect. You've got your iPhone, fully functional. You can use the cameras, take pictures, enjoy iOS and the horrible glass iOS 26. And you have your Android phone ready to go, ready to use, camera fully accessible. This is the move. This is the dual phone setup. Guys, this is no joke, really heavy. 9 degrees in Detroit. Dang, that's chilly. It was like -1 here this morning, but it warmed up. 28 in Bozeman. I've heard good things about Bozeman. Would you rather 1 iPhone with dual SIM or 2 iPhones with single SIM? 1 iPhone with dual SIM all day, every day. Oh, how did our poll do? Should we should end that. So option A, unlimited data at 25 megabits per second, 43% of voters. Option B, the winner, 250 gigabytes of fast speeds, and then data stops, 57% of voters. That is what I would do. Yeah. Dang, Insane Fire 10 YouTube, 50 degrees Fahrenheit in Orlando. Yeah, that's toasty. That's toasty. Rest in peace, Surface Duo. Surface Duo was ahead of its time. Did you guys see Snazzy Labs video on the Fold? Hopefully he doesn't mind if I pull that up. I really enjoyed that. The iPhone Fold, whatever that is called. Man, sorry, I just opened YouTube and now I want to watch like 10 different videos because the algorithm is so good. Let's pull up Snazzy Labs. He made such a cool prototype. If you guys haven't checked this video out, you got to go check it out. If you're a phone nerd like me. Anyway, first part of the video, Quinn does an outstanding job talking about the challenges of folding display hardware, okay? The short version here, and again, I'm going to link this in the chat so you guys can check him out because he's phenomenal. You're going to love this. The challenge is when you bend a material, the outside edge increases in length and the inside edge compresses. So you have tension on the top, compression on the inside, and it's like bending a piece of plastic. You bend a piece of plastic enough and it kind of, you can see the stress fractures. It turns a little bit of a lighter color. And it's because the bend always occurs in that same point. And so the stress accumulates. What Samsung has developed is a display, a folding display that doesn't have a crease. And you can see here's, we're watching a Snazzy Labs video, which is showing a CNET video. But take a look at this. Big crease here, zero crease here. So what did Samsung do? As Quinn explains in the video, Samsung effectively made it so that the display layer, here, I'll full screen myself so I can kind of explain this. The display layer will kind of shift a little bit, okay? And why is it shifting? It's shifting so that when the screen is folded, the crease is stressing different segments of the underlying display and materials. And because it's stressing different segments each time, the wear and tear is more evenly distributed and it doesn't build up and get as big of a crease. And what happens with foldables today is the crease will actually increase in visibility with time. But this new technology, by shifting the display, you don't get that same wear and it looks way better. So that's super cool. The second component of the video was all about the ratio of the iPhone Fold. So Quinn talks about what Samsung is doing. Samsung effectively has a square ratio, which is, yeah, go check out Quinn's merch. Samsung has a square ratio. Apple, this is the rumored Apple folding phone. Very, very small, much more similar in dimensions to the original Pixel Fold. And what's interesting is the iPhone Fold, it's more usable in landscape. It's still usable in portrait. And the screen dimensions on the inside end up being about the same as an iPad mini. So I think that's really cool. If you're an iPhone fan, I think you're going to love it. I'm already in love with it. So there you go. Anyway, go check out the video. Quinn does a way better job than I just did talking about it. I think the technology is really cool. I think the aspect ratio is really cool. The big problem, what are we going to use for authentication? Is it going to be Face ID? Maybe not. It might be too thin. Is it going to be Touch ID? Well, I hope not, because it's simply not as good. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Again, check out Quinn's channel and his video if you haven't already. It's awesome. Ooh, interesting. I predict several issues with debris getting inside the screen with this new shifting flexible display tech. I would say yet to be determined. It could be a very valid concern. It sounds like the current folding phones are rated for dust, right? Tell me I'm right. Hopefully I'm right. But I think they've achieved an IP rating high enough for dust. And so the likelihood is probably very low that dust gets in there and causes problems. Still could be a problem though. Voodoo is saying the Razer display really degraded over time. That's a bummer. Steak 400 is asking about that T-Mobile value plan. I talked about that earlier in the stream, so I'll leave hopefully timestamps up. Yeah, it's true. If the granules are small enough, they'll get in. Hopefully it's not a problem. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I don't want to buy a folding phone this decade anyway. Wow, waiting 4 more years. That's insane. 4 more years. It's 2030. Nuts. Yeah, I hope it has Face ID too. I hope it has Face ID too. Yeah, Apple's Touch ID on like their iPads, simply not as good as what Samsung is doing. Samsung is crushing. Crushing. Yes, Snazzyception. The video was very informative. It was awesome. It was awesome. The algorithm is so good. It knows me. Dang, -5 in Virginia? That's cold. That's chilly. Yeah, Tommy, you're 100% correct. Android fingerprint recognition is far superior to Touch ID. 100% correct. It's irrefutable. I would specifically say Samsung. I feel like Google, the Pixel phones, they got better, I think, with the Pixel 10, but the Pixel 9, simply not as good. Simply not as good. I will also agree with Cuban Classroom here. Face ID is superior to any Android Face Unlock. So, yeah. Are you guys excited for the Apple Fold? I'm like kind of concerned I'm the only one now who's excited. I think it'll be so cool. I'm pumped. Apple should work with Samsung for the Fold. Maybe they'll get their displays from them. Actually, I think that was rumored. I think Quinn actually opened his video with that. Apple was waiting for the crease problem to be solved. Samsung has effectively solved it, and it's rumored this is what Apple will be using for their display. So we'll see. Oh, Bentley's excited. That's what I like to hear. All right, cool. Google got it figured out with the Pixel 910 with the Subtronic fingerprint reader. Yeah, that is good to hear. I think it was just so slow on Pixel for a while. Android, Samsung was crushing it. Samsung was crushing it. Nearly every flexible display is a Samsung display. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh man, radio. I'm excited for the 18 Pro Max coming from an iPhone 12 64 gig. It'll be night and day. It'll be night and day. You will love it. You will love it. I find Face ID less secure than Touch. All the person would have to do is point the phone at your face to unlock. Sometimes if you close your eyes, it'll have eye recognition and it'll not unlock if your eyes are closed. But yeah. Ooh, interesting. I'd rather buy an iPhone Air than an iPhone folded. I think I would go fold. It'll be so fun. Apple Fold kills the iPad mini. The thing is, the price, right? FaZe is saying it'll be $2,500. Yeesh. Yeah. No, because I know a few people work at a warehouse where they handle return cell phones, and foldable phones have a higher rate of return than candy bars. My mind literally read that as candy bars and was like, well, of course, people eat the candy bars and then they're gone. You can't return that. But yeah, no, you're right. The candy bar phones are simply built differently. They're built differently. Interesting. All right, we got one more super chat, and then I think I'm going to get out of here. I'm watching Suits, and it's been incredible, so I definitely want to sneak an episode in. Bill Castle, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Bill asks, what is your opinion on Mint's protection plan compared to US Mobile and Visible? I didn't know Mint had a protection plan, so let's find out. So Mint is offering a phone protection plan from Allstate. Okay. Your phone purchase is protected for mechanical, electrical breakdowns and accidental damage. Does not include coverage for loss, theft, or intentional damage. I don't know who would be like, yeah, I intentionally damaged my phone. After paying your service fee, Allstate will provide free shipping to and from their service center. In most areas, same-day repairs are available. If your phone can't be repaired, it will be replaced with a new or refurbished phone, replacement value capped at the purchase price of the phone. If your item can't be repaired or replaced, you'll be reimbursed its replacement cost, capped at the cost of the purchase price of the original phone. Okay, cool. The deductibles, entry-level phones. Interesting. So I have to look at the, like I have a premium phone, the flagship, right? So screen repair, $89. The other repair, $199. What is this for? Okay. For my account. Basically the same thing. Any model phone not Samsung, Apple, Google, or OnePlus. Any model phone by Samsung, Apple, Google, or OnePlus. Same thing, $89 and $199. Okay. How much does it cost? We have to find out. Is it under like a phone? Buy a new one. S25, perfect. Cool, cool. Phone protection, 1-year plan, $80. Wait, sorry, I work in the Apple world. I need a comparative like flagship iPhone 16e. Let's do Apple. There we go. 17 Pro, perfect. So, interesting. They're doing Apple Care. Huh. Apple Care is cheaper. $29 for a screen, $99 for other accidental damage. So the deductible is cheaper. They're just selling the straight 2-year plan. You know they're getting commission on that. So then we do need a Samsung phone. We need an Ultra because that's more in the line of the premium ones. And okay, 1-year protection is still $79. US mobile phone insurance. How about phone protection? Boom. This is 75. So about the same, actually. 79 versus 75. I got the $3 a month for your first year promo, which is I'm pretty stoked about. Claim costs. Damage repair, $99. Cracked bass, lofter theft. So it looks like US Mobile's deductibles are lower. They're matching Apple. Damage repair, $99. Cracked glass, $29. Loss and theft. So the US Mobile is matching Apple, and they're just going through ACO, right? Whereas Mint, the phone protection is $79. So roughly the same cost, so, a couple bucks more, whatever. And has higher deductibles, right, from that support article. So screen repair, $50 more. Full device replacement, $200. My opinion is I wouldn't get it. I would consider going with ACO, US Mobile, or probably just Apple Care directly, if that's an option. Sometimes the manufacturers have decent protection plans as well. Like Google, I think, has their own device protection program. Google device protection. Curious, Tommy, I feel like you have tons of knowledge on this stuff. What's your take? Whoa, oh man, so many prices. Pixel Care Plus, Pixel Care with loss and theft. So Pixel 10, so $15 a month. Ooh, 15 times 12. That's expensive. $180 for a full year. Dang. That makes the $79. Was that $79 for a year? Yeah. Makes it seem not that bad. 2-year coverage, $279. Still $140 a year. That's so expensive. This adds up. Like you could, sorry if the font is so small, by the way. I was just realizing that. This adds up like crazy. The deductibles, other damage, $99. That seems pretty standard. Loss and theft, $149. Wow, $0 deductible for glass, battery, and post warranty malfunction issues. Man, it's just so expensive. I'm tough. Yeah. Oh, there's the real secret. Pay for your phone/phone bill with Amex to get phone insurance included. That's the move. I gotta look into that. Person intentionally breaks their phone. Oh, it must have been the wind. It just slipped out of my hands. That monthly cost is nearly the price of free devices on Apple Care One. That's true. Apple Care One is really good. It's really good. screen repair for 89 bucks on the iPhone Fold. That's a good deal. Well, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. Yeah, me too. I added that, Alex. US Mobile Protection Program, 36 bucks. I was like, that's less than the cost of a case. Like, why would I not do that? And then, yeah, seems like a no-brainer to me. So I think that's the move. I think US Mobile is really good. Mint, I would look elsewhere. And I think Apple Care, the bundle with Apple One is probably the best overall value. But it just adds up, right? Like if you're spending, right, $239 for 2 years, like if you just save that money, you can buy a gently used phone if your current one breaks. Like the phone insurance can be quite expensive. So yeah, that's what I'd say. Yeah, definitely get Apple Care if you're getting an iPhone Fold. You probably will want that. All right, you guys are amazing. I'm going to call it here because I want to go and watch Suits. But thank you so much for tuning in to another Monday live stream. You're the best as usual. I know I haven't been really posting any videos. I haven't posted any videos actually this year, but I will be working on it. Excited to get back into that very soon. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I hope you stay warm and cozy in all the cold weather that we've been experiencing, except for those of you in Florida who are enjoying very nice, warm, and sunny conditions. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next Monday for another epic Monday live stream. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.